That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Gets this one to use check. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air, escaping the pressure right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 2nd and 2. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college.
Thrown across his body, and the ball is knocked out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Hurts throw here, hauled in by Cup. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. 57 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. Pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the ramp. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. He's to midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown, Bengals. Keenan Allen from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
So, 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jalen Waddle. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try to sneak. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. A QB sneak on the 2-point try. That's something you usually do when the ball's about 3 inches away from the goal line. But here, they get it from 2 yards out.
Yeah, that's a lot of confidence, isn't it? And your offensive line, especially the guys in the interior, the center, and the 2 guards, to wedge some space for a quarterback to get there from 2 yards out. I'm with you. Normally, it's really short yardage. That one, that was a gutsy play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jones on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. And the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now Jones on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now Jones steps away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They're going to run it with Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Returning it, Johnson. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is Jones. Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Chad Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the think.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
He's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On second down now, Barkley, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got it complete to Waddle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it? No. This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the scramble. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stun.